There's a lot of preconceived notions and misconceptions about leadership. Is that somebody goes, oh, well, leadership means, somebody is a dictator and they're gonna control you and they're gonna do all this, like they're gonna manipulate you. This is why leadership is such a charged issue. If I tell somebody that I'm gonna be a leader, then they think that you're gonna yield your power against people and use it to leverage yourself against people. And, we think about leadership, we think about the dictators of authoritarian countries and all that other kind of stuff. Let me tell you what leadership actually is, though. Here's what leadership actually is. When there is a project that needs to be done, and there is a description of the project that needs to be done. So here's what the project is, something that needs to be done. This is the detail of the project. This is the scope of the work. This is the date that it's gonna be due. And then there's a column that says, who's gonna do it? That's the leader. Leadership is ownership. And that part, that column, that last column in that project management approach is the column where everybody goes scattering like roaches. That's where all the roaches go scattering. That's where everybody starts losing their shit or feeling like, non-committal and, I got something to do. It's when a decision needs to be made by who's going to deliver on that thing, that is leadership in its finest. And so when we talk about the concept or the idea of going all in, like you got to go all in on your leadership. There's a real significance to the amount of people who run when their name gets called and they got to deliver on something. Oh, it's too much responsibility. I don't want all that responsibility. I don't want all that. I don't, it starts to get a little iffy, fidgety, all that kind of stuff. That's what leadership is. That's what I've been cultivating over, that's why you need to have emotional resilience. That's why you need to have, understanding about who you are and identity work. That's why you need to go through the process of failure and all of those different things, because 90% of people will run when their name gets called at the end, when it says, who is going to do this thing? That's why your wife is frustrated with you, because you don't want to own. That's why your friends are, because you loft messages, right? People loft and stuff, so what are we gonna do? So where are we gonna eat? So no one wants to make a decision. And then we wanna know, well, why you can't create powerful relationships or step into the possibility of creating what it is you're creating, because you don't wanna step into your leadership. You wanna go all in your leadership. Here's your invitation. Go all in on your leadership. Be decisive, be committed. Be intentional. I'll tell you one thing, if anybody schedules a meeting with me and they don't have an agenda, I cancel the meeting. There is no meeting. If there is no agenda, there is no meeting. The intention is everything, and that's a part of your leadership. You must go all in on your leadership, period.